This week, we went to the Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. I learned that 5 out of the 17 Apollo missions landed on the surface of the moon, and only 12 were manned. There's supposed to be Apollo missions 18, 19, and 20. I will tell you about the manned and canceled missions. Apollo 1 was a test of the launch pad and an actual attempt to fly to the moon. Unfortunately, the launch pad caught fire, killing the 3 astronauts in the ship. Apollo missions 2 to 6 were unmanned tests. The Apollo 7 mission was a test run of a rocket in orbit. The first American live broadcast of space was made on the ship. The Apollo 8 mission had the ship orbit the moon 10 times in 20 hours. It was the first manned flight of the Saturn V. All the Apollo missions after this would use that kind of ship. The Apollo 9 flight tested a system for landing on the moon, as well as a life support system. Apollo 10 was a system test for the moon landing. The ship landed in the ocean. Apollo 11 is famous for being the first moon landing. This is when Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon. Apollo 12 was a second moon landing. This mission retrieved a lunar probe. During the Apollo 13 mission, one of the ship's oxygen tanks exploded. The rocket was used as a life raft till the crew returned. The explosion resulted in the first recorded lunar earthquake. On the Apollo 14 mission, first color video of the moon was taken. It was obviously mostly black and white. On the Apollo 15 mission, the first lunar rover was used and a camera left from a previous mission was collected. Apollo 16. Not much new happens on this mission due to technology of landing on the moon being good by this time. Apollo 17 was the final moon landing. The first geological professor was taken to the moon on this mission. The Saturn V you see in this video was supposed to be the Apollo 18. Apollo 18 was canceled because of massive budget cuts due to the Vietnam War. The rocket for Apollo 19 was never built. Instead, bullets were made from the metal. The ship made for Apollo 20 was used for putting Skylab, the first American space station, into space instead of putting more men onto the moon.